Distant shots echo. The occasional bark of a dog. A scream that you're not sure is really there. But then it's answered by several gunshots, and you know it was. Raccoon City. I've brought you here before. We've followed Michaela in her journey to save her wife. We've met Flora in an attempt to break out of, well, that video's probably not up yet. Let's be honest. Come on, guys. But today I'm going to introduce you to someone new, and I won't be doing it alone. Welcome, traveler. I'm Nick, and today I'm joined by JJCaustic, who will be portraying the character Jacob. Hey there, JJ. Welcome to the channel.
Hi, hello there. This is my first time playing Genesys and my first experience with Resident Evil. I'm looking forward to playing the game. Thanks for having me.
Oh, it's great, and thanks to have you as well. I totally butchered that, but we will do it live. Before we get started today, we're going to lay out the rules and how this game is going to be played. As you can see directly beneath me is Sophie's dice, the same program I've used in my solo roleplays. Right beneath Caustic is Discord, where he will be rolling dice through a roller there. You can see both of our normal rolls on screen. To my left, I have a dice tray with physical dice for any hidden rolls I need to make. They will not be shown on screen, but I will throw up the numbers when they come. You guys trust me to know I'm not cheating very often. But with that being said, we will begin shortly. Star wipe. $100, no, 1,000. 100,000 boots. They click together. It sounds like they're stomping, but it's a casual walk. Between that is the shifting of forks, the clang of spoons, the lifting and setting of glass. Sometimes a bit of tin in between. All of this is said to the unending gibberish of background conversations. At first, you think 100,000, but in truth, you can't tell how many people are in this room. The cafeteria. One that you've visited for the last week since you've been here. Here remains unknown. Some bunker in bumfuck nowhere, or Arkansas, if you believe the guy you rode in with. You haven't seen him since you got in here. But you were given a number and a dog tag. That number corresponds to your group. 6. Every so often, you've been sent to a dorm room. You haven't met everyone within Group 6. Just 2 of them. You've met a man by the name of Richard Kane. The first thing that you notice about him was his flat nose, his shaggy black hair. He looks like a modern-day caveman, laughs like one too. The conversation the two of you have shared has been brief. The other one you've met, Victor Juarez. Thinner. Doesn't belong here, you can already tell that right off the bat. But apparently he's a medic. And he's already let it slip that he worked for the cartel. He hasn't said anything else. The only one you haven't seen since you've gotten here. A man you know, personally. Dylan Warner. Surprisingly, another medic. Perhaps you get along with medics. But then again, 2 isn't enough to set a pattern. You and Warner worked together before this, before the company. And you haven't seen him since you got in here. You sit alone, but surrounded by faceless people. On a cafeteria bench, looking at the mush on a tray in front of you. To the right is a little box carton of milk. It's an insult, really, not enough for a soldier like you. It's child size. says something on the front about children being our future. It's even more bullshit because they were out of chocolate milk by the time you got yours, and nobody wants to drink this pink packaged shit. Then there's the mush in front of you. Also probably tastes like shit, right? Juarez sits in front of you. He has to elbow his way in, and the large, brutish-looking man to the right, dark-skinned, says nothing as Juarez sits across from you. He's youthful in nature, and the beard he has grows scraggly. Honestly, man, I was just hoping to get a little bit of fucking orange juice this morning. You gonna eat your mush?
Thanks. But, yeah, I'll take it. It's mine.
You gotta try something, right? Better than these, He picks up a biscuit. Rocks that they feed us. Swear to God, it's like being back in prison. That's a joke, I never went to prison. Where's your sense of humor, buddy?
Yeah. I'm laughing on the inside.
Alright, I can tell by your smile and, overly animated eyes, right?
Yeah, I'm sorry, man. Just let me finish my food in peace.
He sets the biscuit down. Always in peace, right?
Well, I mean, unbothered. How about that?
Mouth hanging open, he licks the back of his teeth. Scratches at his nose, and then sighs. Yeah, man, look, I don't mean to fuck with you. You ruin your morning and shit. Pops open his carton.
Sorry, man. I'm just grumpy because of the shit that we're being served here. It's like, really? Look at this.
Yeah, but according to one of the fucking cafeteria workers, that one right there, he points to a large man, his gut practically hanging over the counter. He has a hairnet, but no hair. You know him to be called Coltrane. Nobody calls him that. That's what he tells you to call him. He said they were serving these motherfuckers, you know, Platoon 1, 2, all of that shit. Burgers, french fries, McDonald's, you know, great food.
He's doing that to get under his skin. They don't have that shit here.
You're missing the point of what I'm trying to say.
Okay, what you trying to say?
Your dog tag. What's the number on it?
6. You?
Right. 6. I'm in your squad,
Yeah.
dipshit.
Then why are you asking me? If you...
Because I've been fucking counting, right? Those guys over there, that tall Asian guy, he's from Platoon 4, right? Those dudes over there, he points to his right. Give me a perception check. We are going to make this against 1 purple, which I will be rolling.
There we go.
The perception check is 1 success and 3 advantage. The dice that I rolled, the single purple, was blank. Congratulations. And as the man across from you, as he points, as Juarez points to all of these people sitting at a table, you spot a shaggy head, darker skin, a jaw that you could recognize, a profile that you could recognize out of any police lineup. It's Warner.
Yeah, so what about him?
That is 5, right? 5.
You said 4.
No, 4 is to our left. 5 is over there. Right.
Okay, so yeah, they're 5, right?
Yeah, they're 5. We're 6.
Yeah.
Those assholes in line are 7.
Congratulations, you know how to count. What about it?
Hey, look, not all of us can be some... He throws his hands up. I don't know, fucking Blackstone dipshits. There's no one here lower than 4. 1, 2, 3. They're all gone. They've all shipped out before we got here. Right?
Yeah, okay. So we're going to be shipping out soon too, probably. Which is good. That's our job.
Yes, it is our job. Right. But that man over there, I think he calls himself a caboose or some shit. He said they were only here 2 weeks ago. We've been here for a week. Who needs to send this many men out?
Well, you don't know if they're all going to the same location or not.
and they switched up the food? Come on, man, you don't see a connection there?
I don't think that they switched up the food. I still think he's fucking with you. It's not like that Umbrella's gonna, actually serve us burgers or anything. You don't really think that they would, do you?
What about those guys over there? The ones in the black suits that won't let us through. Haven't you seen the weird fucking all blacked out SWAT dudes rolling around? The fuck is this kid? A man you've never spoken to your right, sitting right beside you, turns and looks over. You alright, buddy? Wall's talking to you and shit? I'm fine, are you fine? Why don't you calm the fuck down and let us eat in peace, right? The stranger elbows you.
Yeah. You know what? Fine, you can have my milk. Makes you feel better. Gets you to stop yammering.
I don't want
Go
your
on,
fucking
take it.
milk, man. He snatches the
take it.
carton and stands. Sit with more reasonable people, educated people. Fucking dick. The guy to your right says.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
You're a shit either.
What squad are you in?
9, he says.
Alright.
I already know you guys are sick, so it doesn't matter to me. You'll go in before, so just leave me some of the enemy, right?
That's the plan. Unless, of course, we take everything first.
Doesn't mean shit to me, he says. Though I would have taken the milk.
Yeah, well, it is what it is.
Double doors across the hall, cafeteria, not a hall, are kicked open. Their metal rattles throughout the cafeteria, bangs everyone into silence. 2 men step in. You can't see their face. It's covered in a black glass that you can't see through. Dark helmet, everything about their outfit, midnight. They hold SMGs, an MP7 each. And they guide in a man wearing a long-sleeved white shirt. It's buttoned up, though the top 2 have been unbuttoned. He looks like he hasn't slept in a while, and he's rubbing at his eyes. All right. I need squadrons 4, 5, and 6 to come with me. It's time for briefing.
Well, number 9. You can take whatever's left here. It looks like I better get going.
Good luck.
Thanks, I'll see you on the other side.
Sure. That means I gotta give a name to this character. Son of a bitch. However, the extra that played him who butted into the scene is happy he's gonna get extra work. You file along with other people. You step into file with other people. Numerous strangers. The halls blend together. Occasionally, the umbrella symbol to your right. It takes up most of this cream hallway. Another endless thunder of boots. And then you find yourself in a projector room, surrounded by more people you don't recognize. Again, except for, since you spotted him earlier, Warner, who sits several chairs ahead, flanked by other people. He doesn't notice you. But as you shuffle along, you are sat down amidst, the tall Asian guy from earlier pays no attention to you, and another scrawnier kid to the left who just gives you a half-hearted wave.
So, anyone bring their popcorn? Some Cracker Jacks? When's this slideshow gonna start?
I got a really hard biscuit, the kid says.
Hey, good for you.
And then the slideshow clicks to life. Bright beam coming from some point above. Long-sleeved man steps to the center. He has a cigarette. I'm sure you're all tired. Bored out of your goddamn minds. He flicks the cig a bit. But it's go time. Click of his hand. And it shows a map of the United States. Midwestern town by the name of Raccoon City is currently suffering a nuclear reactor meltdown. Civilians aren't taking it too well. There's a stay-at-home order that no one's listening to. Martial law falling apart and being ignored. Local police are having issues containing the riots. You know how fuckers get. The moment the grid shows a bit of instability, I think it's the perfect time to go shopping.
Full 5-finger discount.
Yeah. 100% off, he says.
Yeah, you got it.
We've already sent a few people in, but the US military is asking for more backup. Apparently, the riots don't seem to end, and different portions of the city are being quarantined. Radiation, he adds in almost immediately after. Once people are cleared out, they're being evac'd from the area. By ground and by plane. Helicopter when necessary. We have a series of tents, medical, sent up all over the city to take care of the wounded. The people in that godforsaken town are going fucking nuts.
I was gonna say, what's the room's reaction? I want to see what other people are thinking.
Go ahead and give me a perception check. No difficulty.
Alright.
With 3 advantage, the roll has failed.
Womp womp. Lights are off. It's dark. I don't see shit.
You try to focus on individual people, but every so often you think you hear a word, it's immediately swallowed by the hushes and murmuring of people trying to whisper. And when you think you catch on to someone saying, "This is bull," you're immediately tapped by the kid beside you. Why do they need that many people, man? That's a little weird.
Yeah, no, something's off, for sure. Like, where's the National Guard in all this? Where do they factor in? Why do they need us?
This is going to seem like I'm copying out to answer you, but this is actually the next part of what I was going to say, person who I can't hear from across the room. As you all know, Raccoon City has been heavily developed by the Umbrella Corporation. We have a stake in things going well, and let's just say this is a little more than a PR stunt. Are people really being given weapons? Yeah, you've been given weapons. Full issue, body armor, automatics. You think I'm kidding when I say these people are going nuts? Yes, you're there to evac. Yes, you're there to do well, to do good and make the company look great. But you're also company property. People start attacking you, people don't want to listen. You have the authority for lethal force. More murmuring. You can give another perception check here if you'd like.
Yeah, thank you.
Success of 2, advantage 4. You notice something to the right. Throughout the murmuring, throughout the conversations, that tall Asian man. He's holding something in his right palm. It's a little computerized device. A little larger than a modern-day cell phone, more square. As he's looking through it, typing a few things. He shoves it back in his pocket, trying to be as nonchalant as possible. He's not aware that you've seen it.
I'll put that information in the back of my mind.
Everyone quiet the fuck down. When you leave this room, you'll be going to the armory. You filled out your questionnaire. You told us what you're most proficient in. You'll be given that gear. Once you leave that room, you'll find yourself in a hallway surrounded by numbered rooms. Each of your dog tags have a number on them. And you've all been assigned to a squadron. Report to the leader in that room. He'll tell you your specific objective. Remember, you're there to help. But defend yourselves. Dismissed.
Alright, well, guess we'll just go check in then.
Handful. Authority to kill? The younger kid walks away, muttering to himself. You, vulnerable.
Yeah, it's fucked up. They're American citizens.
Yeah, but they're rioting, so that makes it okay if they're harming people, right?
I mean, self-defense is self-defense. There is that, but I can't imagine that these riots are happening just over, what was it, a meltdown? Well, no, this doesn't make sense at all. A meltdown, how long has this thing been going on? Like 2-3 weeks? We already had several groups go in before us, haven't we? Shouldn't this thing either have gone critical by now or gone dormant? Like, should have been taken care of.
I don't know how nuclear reactors work. Waiting in line after, well, probably about 30 minutes, though in reality it's much longer, you find yourself in the armory, where the young man behind the counter, behind a wired fence, with just a gap for him to slide you your gear, seems to be looking over several pieces of papers. You're the guy with...
Pilot Group D.
There's several Jacobs. Can you give me your last name?
Messerman.
Messerman. Oh, got you. Assault rifle guy. Congratulations and a surprise. He slams a stamp on it. You've been given extra ammunition.
Thank you.
A tray is placed on the table, slid under the fence, and given to you. But tell me, what gear is on it?
On my character sheet, I got an assault rifle, which has been custom modified by me using the the superior weapon customization. Has a weapon sling attached to it. I also have a flashlight, a slap patch, which is basically a set of painkillers, an emergency med kit, a personal comm link. I have some ammo for my sidearm, my revolver. I'm wearing my light armor, right? So I don't.
Yes.
That's not going to be on the tray. I have a knife, 2 stun grenades, and am I forgetting anything here? Oh, well, if I'm wearing the... Okay, so I would probably also have my enhanced optics suite, which is a set of night vision goggles.
Yes, I would consider that to be on the tray until you, place it on you.
Yeah.
All right, the kid says. Just through those blue double doors off over yonder, he says, pointing just to your left behind you. And, good luck, man.
Thanks. And yeah, I'll go through those doors.
Another brief bout of shuffling. You pass by room number 1, 2, all the way up to 6, and push your way inside. There are already others inside here. You don't spot Juarez, the chatty medic from earlier. But you do spot someone else. It is a dark-skinned man, muscular, wearing beige cargo pants, a black shirt very similar to yours, and a dark black hat. He's holding an M4 as he turns to look to you. You in the squad?
That's right. It's number on door 6.
Yep.
And then
Come
I'm
on
in the
and
right
take
room.
a seat.
Thanks. What's your name?
Jameson Wade. He holds out his right hand.
I'll accept it. Handshake.
You?
Nice to meet you. Jacob Messerman.
Alright, well, Messerman. We're just waiting for 2 other guys to show up and we should be ready to move out. Tell me, you know how to handle that thing?
Damn straight.
Right. What are you, PMC? Military?
A little bit of both.
It. Say no more, he says, sitting down at a folding table. He slaps a chair to his right. And it's the man you've already spoken to, Richard Kane, the brute. Just looks over to you and nods. He doesn't offer much.
How's it going, Dick?
Just fine, dipshit.
Alright.
No need to be sensitive now. We're going to be watching all of our backs, right? I don't want to have to worry about that from you, Richard. As long as you call me Richard, you won't. Can we get different voices, though? As long as you call me Richard, we won't. Why do you sound so edgy? Look, I can only do like 3 or 4 different voices. You got a fucking problem with that? No, man, we're good. Good. I wonder what the 4th voice sounds like. The double doors are kicked open. A larger man steps in. Muscular. Also dark skinned, but bald. He has a sniper rifle, almost the size of him, as he steps in. I'm the 4th voice. My name is William Rhodes. I'll be the leader of your squad. This is where you bow.
Well,
can you imagine
I'll give him a salute. I'm not gonna bow to him.
In all seriousness, though, he says, I'm William Rhodes. I'll be leading you on this op. I'm only counting 4 of you. Where's the last guy?
Probably having some breakdown. Something along those lines. I could smell a cokehead when I see one.
Really? I thought I was being discreet about it. We don't ask questions here. If he's a goddamn tweaker, as long as he takes orders and does his job, we're not going to have any issues. And I don't expect any of you to give me issues either, right?
That's right.
Wonderful. Then we're not going to have an issue here. He points to a guy sitting in the corner. Where the hell did you get that? The man in the corner, with his cell phone, purposely had his back to all of you. Glances over. Traded it to somebody, why? You know you're not supposed to have that shit handed here. You will obey your commanding officer. The man with the cell phone steps forward. He has the most generic look to him. Brown eyes, short brown hair, a jaw not exactly square, but enough to know that it exists. He has a sniper rifle slung to his back, and he hands over the phone to the commander. You send anybody any messages? Nah, I didn't get a chance to. Good. Finally, the doors open up, and your best friend Juarez walks in. He has an MP7, finger on the trigger, and he is a little jittery. Okay. Alright. Tell me I'm not the only one who thought that briefing was bullshit, right? We're going in, you're having us shut the fuck up. And fall in line. Yeah. Okay. Take a chair and get comfortable.
And he's off the trigger.
Sorry. I'm not used to this shit. You've never handled a gun before? Fuck no. You're supposed to be with the cartel. Yeah. Alright, I was a doctor, chemist for the cartel. I didn't see any fucking action. What the hell are you doing here? Wade asks him. Look, man. It was either jail time or this, so you tell me which one you're gonna take. Have you even fired a gun before? Yeah, I didn't hit anything. The rest of you, you've all shot something before, right? I'm not here with a bunch of pussies, right?
Yes, sir. Many times.
I like that. Alright. Which one of you is Jameson Wade? Right here. Wade stands up. This here's our second in command. Wait. Wade points strangely to Messerman. He's the player character. Shouldn't he be Yeah, well, we're pushing it off till later when, dramatic shit happens and he has to step forward. Hero's journey type of shit. Oh. Okay.
That's good.
Wait, does that mean I die? Anyway. Let's move on.
Yeah.
We've been given a simple task. We drop in on Raccoon Park, near the center of Raccoon City. It's where mostly everybody is being dropped in. It's a 2-block, well, let's call it a hike, to our destination. We're going to the St. Michael's Clock Tower. We're supposed to clear the area out and hold it, secure it. Make sure that people can be extracted there, civilians. They're going to bring them to us once we give the all clear. And because I know I forgot to say it last time I did this shit, when we're ready to extract civilians, we ring the bell. Any questions about the nature of our job?
So are the civilians riding, or are they waiting for extract?
A little bit of both. There are a great deal of civilians within the city going nuts. Why don't you go ahead and give me a coercion check?
What do I have for coercion? It's 3 green. Cool. There we go.
Success of 2, advantage 2. It's not a nuclear meltdown.
Do you care to elaborate on that?
What's going on in Raccoon City is one of the fastest moving pandemics the world has ever seen. Some sort of fucked up super flu. You, fucking with us? Vasquez asks him. I don't tell jokes. People are freaking out and rioting over this. It's not just gear and shit, TVs, video game consoles. It's medicine. Escape. US has been called in to quarantine the city so nobody spreads this really fucked up flu. We don't know where it originated from, who was patient 0, but people are getting sick, vomiting, killing over in the street.
So there's some kind of flu, should we be given some masks or something? Some biohazard material?
You have.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
You've been drinking the water, right?
Yeah, and some of the milk, sure. But we got the shit in the water. Cool. Dope.
Yeah. It is pretty dope. It's Umbrella, of course they've hooked you up. You've been taking your suppository, right?
Of course.
When did they give them to us? When you're sleeping. So that's why my ass has been hurting. No, there are other reasons, but let's move on.
Sir, I thought you said he didn't tell jokes.
I don't. I'm going to be breaking you up into 2 groups, right? I'm not going to be in the group with the main player character, so that if something was to happen to the leader, I can still give orders. You know how it goes. So, why don't I send you, and, well, you seem to have a good thing going with Juarez. You and Juarez will team up under, let me look at the names of these sheets, because there's a lot of shit to remember here. You and Juarez will be working with Wade. I'll give you deeper orders as we get there. But for now, we get on the airplane, get out to the fields, and drop in. Are there any more questions? It was a plane ride, but it was short, quick. You didn't really get a beat for where you were when you were above ground before getting in the plane. Of course, there was some sort of distant mountain range, but it gets lost within the darkness. It is night. And then the plane lands, some nameless airfield, and you're shoveled onto a helicopter.
Go, go, go!
Whirring of blades. A little bit of turbulence. And then you're off. It's impossible to hear anything unless you have the headset on. Comes with a nice little microphone.
Yeah.
So far, everyone has been quiet. except for Juarez.
So, just sitting there, man, and then, right, so they came in, guns fucking blazing, and I mean blazing, shooting everyone the fuck up. And here I am, thinking I'm gonna have a nice fucking steak dinner.
Hey, Juarez. Thanks for the mic check. I unplug.
All you see is his mouth continuing to move. He's talking to, Wade, who you notice also has his mic, his headset unplugged. Across from you, the man sitting directly across from you. He taps your headset, holds up the number 3, and then turns a dial on the side of his.
Cool. I'll plug it back in, turn it to 3.
Jacob, right?
That's right.
I'm Caldwell.
Alright, nice to meet you.
Look, man, I'm a sniper, right?
Well, I assume so, judging by your kit.
Good to know that you pay attention. They gave me a change of plans. By they, I mean, you know, dipshit over there who threatens us. I want to be going with you.
Well, thanks for having my back.
Actually hoping that you can have mine. You see, according to, details of field ops, one of you has to stay with me while the other one goes forward with, Captain Wade over there. And let me just say...
He looks over to Juarez.
I don't want to be on Channel 1 through the entire trip.
I hear that, brother.
So you hang back with me and he can go catch the fucking swine flu or something. We got a deal?
Deal. Sounds good.
Right. I'm gonna log off.
Over and out.
He turns a dial, closes his eyes, leans back against the chopper walls just in time for turbulence to make him hit himself. Somehow, despite the whirring of the blades, despite the airflow, you hear Juarez's voice.
Oh, goddamn!
Everybody glances over to him, but because you're not tuned in, you just see his mouth move as he shrugs. Red light.
Oh shit, we dropping? Let me plug back into 1.
Seconds! Alright? 30 seconds!
He says.
Alright, yeah. Roger.
You move over to the side,
Why the hell?
and you hear, Jameson saying this, Wade.
Why the hell is he announcing that we're entering the airspace? Isn't the drop usually countdown? All of you need to be on your guard.
And most of the group, except for the leader, Rhodes, looks out the port side windows. Port side? Do helicopters work that way? They look out the side windows.
Say sure. I mean, I don't know, but...
If I flew helicopters, I wouldn't be doing this shit now, would I?
That's right.
Skyscrapers. Smoke. Fire. You're flying through a city. Almost bobbing and weaving between, well, buildings. A little bit of ways off. Around your 8 o'clock. Another chopper. It's carrying large capsules beneath it. 6 of them. You can see them shifting and weaving, and it changes directions. Almost a complete 90-degree change. As it flies the opposite direction, you spot one of the capsules get released and fall straight up crash into a hotel. The red neon sign falls from the impact, shatters in the dust that comes up from it.
The hell they doing that for?
Juarez asks, and for once he falls quiet.
Landing in 40!
The pilot says. The announcement comes quick. You begin to descend into the city. The end of the world becomes clear. Vehicles piled up. Some crashed into the front of stores. Entire buildings, blocks on fire. Tanks? A downed helicopter laying in the side of a residential home. An APC left dead center of the street. And as you get closer to the landing zone, the distant blobs become ants, become mannequins, become shifting people as you're getting ready to land.
I want this to be quick and clean.
Rhodes says over the mic.
Headsets off the moment we land, we step off, gear up. Expect anything.
The hell is this? This is no riot. This is a war zone.
Then act like it is. Fuck, man, I can't. Really
Alright.
I'm
Weapons
fine.
check. Let's go.
Give me a perception check.
Sure. Pretty good.
Success of 2, advantage 3. You spotted Reyes beside you. When I say Reyes, I read the wrong name. Juarez, it's a very similar name.
Yeah.
Juarez beside you. He's looking. He's not looking to you, but he's looking to everyone else. As he pulls out a pill bottle, drops a few in his hand, and mouths them.
Yeah, that's why I thought narco.
He looks back towards you and holds out the bottle.
I'll take one. But I'll pocket it.
He nods and then shoves the bottle back in his pocket.
Alright. We're gonna be good. We're gonna be good. We'll just shut the fuck up. 2, 1.
Alright, go, go, go.
And the back of the chopper drops. The others move out with you, weapons all up. You're surrounded by soldiers, both Umbrella, UBCS, the people that you worked with, more of those men dressed in all black, and a few army guys?
2, 3.
They're watching you move one by one. There's a guy in front of you. 2 of the red signals. They blanked out. Red signals under the helicopter.
The landing things?
Yes, landing things. He has 2 red landing things, and he's pointing to the left. Tent! Out there! 2 o'clock! It'll get you out ready! Isn't 2 o'clock on the right side? Shut the fuck up and go!
It just depends on if it's AM or PM, I guess.
A digital clock somehow. Your team rushes into the nearby tent. It's a wide affair. A long white table. Multiple guards. Your leader, Rhodes, beefcake of a dark-skinned man, probably would be on the front cover of one of those romance novels you'd buy at the airport. You buy, I wouldn't buy those. I don't have a collection of those.
You're assuming I buy them?
Somebody has to. It's not me, it must be you.
Yes, that's true.
Squadron, which number? 6. All right. Here's your obligatory first aid spray, he says. Using one of these will fully restore your health. Pretty handy. Hopefully you find some out in the field, though I don't know how they'd be there. You are given 1 first aid spray.
Sweet.
And then you're out on the streets.
These army guys seem like they've been here for a while.
They do. You
Wow.
can see several, we'll say about 3 to 4 empty crates where similar to the ones that they pulled the first aid spray out of, sitting off to the side, toppled over. Empty magazine cartridges on the ground as if they've had to shoot in here, and several portions of the tent have been torn and blown away. Out of the tent, moving towards the street, passing the main gate, where there's a man set up in a 240. It's scanning the street. It's clear for you to move out. And you're motioned forward by Rhodes.
All right. Well, I'll follow the group. Gotta stick with the squad after all.
Squad up, son.
Yep.
Out in front. Some sort of pawn shop. The glass is broken. But not for theft. A teenager, a kid, a man, a boy, not a man, lays in the glass, torn to hell, shredded from the 240. Beside him on the ground is a UBCS man. You don't recognize him, but his back is shredded to shit. Happened there. Same thing that's happening throughout the city, Rhodes says. Don't look at it. Keep moving forward. Secure the clock tower, right? Yeah. Something like that.
How long do we have to hold it for?
Until we're told we don't have to. I don't think we have a quota of people we have to save. We just hold it till Umbrella says we're pulling out.
Alright, and we got a radio to them?
We do. After we ring the clock tower. They were very specific in that.
Let's keep moving.
Video game logic.
Yeah.
Distant shots echo. The occasional bark of a dog. A scream that you're not sure is really there. But then it's answered by several gunshots and you know it was. Occasionally you hear chatter over the radio. It's not yours. It's actually to your right. Caldwell, the sniper. You know you can hear it. Bryce, what's happening to these people? We're supposed to stay on Channel 9. Yeah, but you hear what's going on in these things? Channel 9, Caldwell.
Let's just stick to 9 and get this over with.
The first block is clear. Here comes, roll. D100, what do we have? For a 9.
Ooh, low roll.
You were able to get to the clock tower without incident. Your group of 6 crosses over train tracks. You pass a small barricade of cars that seem to have been purposely set up. Men are laid all in front of it, along with an empty rifle and a body hanging off the side. His arm is attached to the rifle. Neither are attached to him.
The hell?
The man up ahead. UBCS like you. The back of his head is splayed across a brick wall. Handgun in his mouth.
Boss, there some intel you know we don't?
I ain't got nothing to report. Shit, man. Juarez stops with the body. Move on, kid. Captain, he blew his goddamn brains out. Not your problem. He's got bite marks all up and down his arms.
Take another pill. Let's keep moving.
Another pill?
Wait, you didn't see that?
Wait, are you serious?
Told you, boss. I told you when we started. He's a narco.
Turning around, a click of the flashlight. Rhodes shines it in Juarez's face. Move that shit, open your eyes. The fuck you doing getting high at a time like this? It's something to calm the nerves. Something to make you fucking slow. I'm not gonna die because of you. No, but we'll die because of you if you're not telling us what's happening, right? Say another word. He's got a point, though, Caldwell says. He's gripping up on his rifle. You can tell from the way he's holding it, he's ready to lift and shoot at the captain if something goes wrong.
Damn.
This is a flu? A nuclear reactor? I've never seen anybody get a little cold and blow his goddamn fucking head off.
What the hell's going on?
Why don't you give me a coercion check? He tells you.
Alright, I will.
This is going
Womp womp.
difficulty of 3 purple. Oh, but you have advantage. Even though you failed, you can use that advantage. You can add a black to his next roll.
Sure, let's do that.
Look, you know what you need to know. I don't think we do. Wade says. If I'm gonna keep my men safe, we need to know a hell of a lot more. With you giving that a purple, let's give Rhodes another chance at it. 3 purple. See if he fails again. With 1 black to add it on. That is a threat of 2 with the failure of 1. This is looking good. Is your buddy able to convince him? Success of 1, advantage 3. He does.
Damn, nice job.
It is a pandemic. Quadrant 1 and 2 came through here. Mowed the fuck down out of people. They didn't stay dead. Got right back up. What, like fucking zombies? Flores asks. Just like zombies. Huh. Yeah, nice fucking joke. What's really going on here? I don't think he's lying, Caldwell says.
Looking from the state of things, how come they haven't just bombed the shit out of this place? What are we doing here, trying to evac civilians, when all we know they could be infected?
It's our duty, too. He stops mid-sentence.
What's up, boss?
I want to be real with all of you here. Bring it in, come here.
Uh-huh. Sure.
He gathers you in a huddle outside of the clock tower's brick wall. Iron gate to your right squeaks and rustles in the wind that blows throughout occasion, and you can see the large face of the clock tower hanging overhead, reading 9 p.m. We're not going through the clock tower. I got a change of assignment before we got here. They're going to send another team in. You can reach Raccoon Hospital through the clock tower. One of the quickest ways there from our drop-in. There might be a cure to what's happening. If they bite you, he points to the dead UPCS man. You'll become one of them. It's only a matter of hours. Now that's all I know. We clear on that?
Crystal.
Juarez? Why don't you and Messerman open up the front gate, make sure the courtyard's clear, we'll make sure nothing comes up from behind. Yeah, sure. After you, man.
Alright. I'll go through, open up the gate.
The 2 of you stand outside of it. He squeezes up on the MP7. You push open the right gate. Squeaks loud, he closes his eyes, looks down, opens them up, licks his lips, and then moves through on you. Again, left. You're scanning right. Give me a perception check. Success
Nice.
of 2, advantage 3. It's clear. Hey, wait, what's this? Another dead man. UBCS. Like you.
Mm-hmm.
Same rifle. Checking his body reveals 1 more magazine.
Sweet.
Yeah. One of them?
Can I check his body for bullet wounds? See if he's shot himself?
Perception check.
Alright.
Success of 2. Advantage 4. Checking over the body reveals... Nothing. Wait, what's this? He has an empty bottle in his hands. Prescription pills. There,
Cool.
anything left?
I don't know. Is there anything left?
Empty bottle.
I'll toss the empty bottle over to Juarez.
Hey, this is good He chucks it into a nearby bush. Oh yeah, very fucking funny. What was the deal with writing me out to Captain Asshat, by the way? I even hooked you up with some game pills too. What the fuck, man?
Sorry, man. I just thought we had to put all our cards on the table.
Is it clear or not?
I'll fire a round into this body, into his head.
Immediately, Wade turns the corner, lifting his weapon. Contact where?
Body, just making sure he's put down.
The rest of the group moves on in. Rhodes turns around at the last moment, closes the gates, and puts a padlock on it. I have the only key to this. No one else leaves or comes behind us, got it? Oh, what about the evac? Not our problem. I don't want anything following us. Clear the lobby. We take the first double doors we see when we pass the busty lady. What? You follow a cobblestone path to the front doors of the clock tower. It's multi-story. 3 in nature, and then the tower rises above it. As you approach, you're greeted by several stained glass windows. They depict various religious icons, all within the Catholic canon. I don't think that matters much right now. He does it anyways, sign of the cross, Juarez. Nobody comments on it. As you reach the twin doors that lead into the clock tower. Jameson. Take Messerman and go in. Why do you always pick Messerman? He's the player character. You gotta make him feel like he's doing... I guess that makes sense.
I mean, hey, I wouldn't mind seeing you guys get jumped instead of me for once, but...
Okay. I'm only your leader. Sure, nothing bad will happen to me, so you get to take over soon.
Right. Of course. Alright, so let's go ahead and open up these doors.
Yeah. Thank God this is my last mission to... He grabs the door and pushes it open. Sweeps in. Above you, a chandelier throws a warm light across the... well, mostly tile, except for the red carpet that leads from the door to a set of bisected stairs. Balconies layer the place, along with several art pieces. What kind of clock tower is this? Wade asks. Give me a perception check.
Womp womp.
Or advantage. Glancing about, you don't spot anything of drastic detail, except you do find the busty woman. It's actually just a bust of a woman, but it's sitting beside another set of double doors. You can only imagine that's what the captain was talking about. It's clear, boys.
Double D's.
Come on in. The others push in. We go past this bust of a woman. Take a long hallway out.
Then it's straight shot to the hospital, right?
Straight as you can get. Go.
Okay.
This place is huge.
He walks over to the door, grabs a hand on it. It jiggles but doesn't open. The fuck? On the front of it, Mother Mary. Fuck is this shit? Key-coded doors? The fuck kind of dumbass video game shit is this?
In a clock tower?
What do you suggest? I don't have fucking time for this shit. Reaching into his pocket, he pulls out a PDA similar to the tall man beside you in the briefing room. 3 stories. Manager office is supposed to be on the 2nd floor, he says. Stairwell, 3rd door on the left. Wade. Take him in and go up and check it. The rest will stay here with me. Caldwell, you're staying down this time. Not sending you up separately yet. Okay, I'm up. Shaking off his shoulders, bouncing up. I'm ready, let's do this. Take another fucking pill. Down, Wade says. Messerman, Noriko, you're on me. Oh.
It's gonna stick.
No, it's not. Stairwell up. The carpet parts, along with the balconies, shifting in hue and tone. To the left, red in the center, yellow exterior. But as it cuts right, yellow in the center, red exterior. You're carried past a painting of Jesus being crucified. Crows peck at his stomach. Isn't that Greek mythology? Don't question it. Wade pushes forward,
1,
verbally counting doors,
3.
until he stops in front of what's supposed to be the manager's office. He grabs
The
a hold of
clock
it.
tower manager.
Yeah, the clock tower manager. It's also a tourist attraction / Resident Evil level.
There we go.
Yeah. Grabs a hold of the door. And it opens. He pushes it. The wood beneath him creaks as he moves with the motion. Jameson Wade is a large man, but the room inside is mostly dark. He reaches in to turn on the light and then immediately jerks his hand back and lifts his firearm, points into the darkened room.
What is it? Bravo, report contact!
Something moved, he says.
Bravo, report contact!
We're fine. Maintain silence.
Can you see what it is?
He picks up a flashlight, clicks it on, shines it into the door. The beam from his left hand searches corner to corner. The three of you see this. I won't make you roll for it. You spot some large, hairy appendage in the corner of his beam. It immediately retracts around the corner. You hear heavy scurrying. Fuck, is this an officer? Goddamn.
We got contact.
Contact of what?
You hear over the radio.
Something we don't know.
Are you soldiers or pussies? Take care of it.
Roger. Let's go in and shoot the shit out of whatever the thing is.
I think I can agree with you on that. I'll check left. Messerman, cut across the wall, diagonally. Follow my point left, just watch but keep that distance.
Will do.
Noriko, when you enter in, no. When you enter in, Bing, that's not a goddamn zombie. I'm not going in there.
I'll take his place. We'll swap.
You're going deeper in than this shithead is. But you
My
heard
bad.
him. You heard him. You're swapping places. Not doing that. Rhodes, Noriko doesn't want to agree with us.
Noriko can either agree or take a 12 gauge.
Jameson, who's holding his shotgun, looks over to Noriko. Come on, the voice in the sky can't keep calling me Noriko. I have a name. Fine. Jameson turns his shotgun, doesn't turn but glances over and looks at Juarez. Thank you. I'm not going to do it, but I know the captain will. We have your back. Right, Messerman?
That's right.
Okay. I'm right behind you. Jameson steps in first. The beam at the end of his shotgun, searching the room, revealing to the left a fuck ton of cobwebs. They're large, oversized. Sacks hang in the corner. Juarez stands at the threshold of the door. He's already supposed to have stepped in. 3 steps behind, 4 steps, 5 steps. Wade is going in on his own, and Noriko still hasn't moved.
Well, I'm gonna follow the instructions and I'm gonna go in too.
You would have to push past him.
Well, yeah, well, I'm gonna push him in front of me.
Hey, no, you shove him into the door. Shut up, Jameson says over his back. We got a break in the wall over here. He points the flashlight to a corner. It's the opposite from where you entered in. I think that's where our perp went. I'm watching the hole. You guys see if you can find me a key with Mother Mary on it. Be quick, I don't want to stay in here longer than I have to. Give me a perception check. Success
Not bad.
of 3. Advantage 1. Scanning. A chair. It's still covered in cobwebs. A desk. Shines upon a child, and then you refocus on the child. Her stomach is burst open. Green sinew hanging from the side of it. Her face twisted in agony. She holds a knife in her hand. It's larger than the majority of her arm, a machete.
They're dead, right? I mean, they're...
She's not moving.
Alright, cool. What the hell would split her stomach open like that?
Split her stomach open? Jesus Christ! As Norco shouts that out, you hear thumping. It's coming from the hole. Shit, out of the room, Jameson says as he starts backing up. Norco stands in your way.
I'm gonna say brace.
Brace on what, man?
Drop to it. I'm gonna force him down to a knee.
Hearing you shout, brace, hearing the captain say out of the room, and then the moment you touch him, he panics. Fuck, don't touch me! And he put off, his back hit the wall. Threshold. The hole is broken. What comes through is about the size of an ottoman. Yeah, what a weird thing to compare it to. But it's a spider. The flashlight from Wade catches it, reveals the near pitch black body, the bulbous red like a black widow. Oh shit, you hear Jameson mutter. But for you, I need a vigilance check. This is going to be against 2 purple.
Okay.
With a failure of 1.
There is yellow, green. Ooh. Nice.
Success 2, advantage 2. You are able to react in this scene.
Alright, well, I'm gonna shoot the shit out of this thing.
Holy shit. Jameson freezes. He doesn't want to admit it to himself. He can't fully comprehend on what he's seen. And those eyes, all of them, all 6 of them, reflect in the flashlight. And it's a brief glint. Norco shakes. He lifts his weapon and fires out. The burst is nowhere near where it needs to be. This is after you've pushed him. The rounds nail a nearby window. And as he stumbles and falls on his side, your weapon's already up. It's already turned towards the beast, its legs rising from the ceiling as it's getting ready to pounce. But your weapon is also ready. You're about to deliver your own blow, but what is that blow? What are the stats for your weapon?
It's a medium-range assault rifle. It's a heavy weapon with damage 8, crit 3. Has encumbrance 4, but thanks to my weapon sling, I only worry about 2. Also, because of the special weapon customization that I have, it does generate an automatic advantage, which I'll be using when I go to auto-fire with it. Because in order to auto-fire, I'll need to spend 2 advantage in order to fire again.
Go ahead and give me a roll for your attack.
Ooh, that's nice.
That is a pretty solid hit. At a distance of short range, this is where the 1 purple comes in. That is the standard distance or standard difficulty when shooting from short range distance, along with the black coming from the spider's range defense. Here is the counter roll to what Caustic has made. With a failure of 1 and a threat of 1. That leaves your roll with success 3 and triumph 1. Remember that the threat cancels out the advantage brought from your superior weapon quality. So, Caustic, what are you going to spend that triumph on?
I'm going to spend the triumph to activate auto fire, dealing an additional 8 damage on top of the... Yeah.
So we hit for a total of 16. That damage is subtracted by 6 points, dealing 10 damage. The spider cannot handle that. Poor bastard, we knew thee well. No, we didn't. From your position after throwing your buddy down on the ground and Norco slams his head really hard along the wood, you take that advantage, drop to a knee, and lift your weapon. The spider's legs rise from the corner. It coils and jumps, and as it jumps, 3 rounds kick out. They echo throughout the hall. You dive to your right, shoulders slamming into the oak desk that the child was curled under. You force the desk to move with your weight as the spider drops dead, lands where you were, and slides to a nearby wall. It hits it, leaving a trail behind. Fuck, man, fuck! Norco is shouting from the ground, but Jameson is brought back to his senses from the shot. He whips the shotgun towards you, not you, but towards the spider. Messerman, you clear? You okay?
We're clear here. We're good.
Fucking A. He turns back towards the hole in the wall, braced in the corner. Oh, bitch. Get your ass up, druggie! Get up! Fine. Fuck. Give me a perception check. I'm gonna make this against a 1 purple.
Sure.
For a threat of 1. Advantage 3. You fail by 2. Or no, you fail with advantage 2. But you're not the only person here. Sure, Jameson may be looking towards the hole in the wall, but our little druggy friend is still up. Totally just brushed my face against the microphone. I don't know if you were able to hear that. We are going to give Norco a perception check of 2, but we're also going to give him 1 black die because he is stoned out of his mind, eh? Why did I go Canadian for a second? That was fucking weird. We're leaving that in there. Here comes the dice. Does he see what we're talking about? I threw some purples there first because I don't fucking know color. There we go. Here comes the roll. Threat of 1, success of 1, advantage of 1, so he succeeds with just a success. Congratulations, druggie. You did it. Fuck! Norco is pulling himself up. Fucking A, man! He stops. All's dead quiet. That's what calls your attention, not the fact that he was shouting and crying, the fact that he went silent. He's staring at the spider's body, and you follow his eyesight, his line of sight, to the spider's bulbous, body, as it begins to pulse and shiver. Hey, it's fucking moving, man.
You got a gun, use it.
No, use your gun! Norco rises, lifts the weapon, and fires out. He moves with a burst. And the bullet punctures the back of the spider. It's a nice, fleshy pop. Now I believe your character has some sort of defense, does he not?
I have some soak. I don't have any defense.
Oh, we don't have that armor anymore. Okay. The range that you are at is short. Which leads me to say that is just a single purple. Yes, it is. Here's the purple for representing Jacob Messerman's range distance. And here is the attack of the spider blowing up. Here comes the roll. With a failure and a threat, he is not hit by this. Congratulations. The bulbous body blows when he takes that shot from Norco. It throws baby spiders across the room. Several of them land at your feet. One lands at the desk to your side. They seem confused over what's happening. At this point, he is rising up, he being Juarez, and he's running out the door. Jameson follows him out. These creepy crawlies are surrounding you.
Can I try to step on them?
You stand up and stomp on 3. You hear a nice, comforting little squawk, but more of them are coming out of the bulbous body.
Oh, well, shit. You know what? Can't stomp on them all, I guess. Let's go ahead and just get out of this room and close the door.
You rush out behind. Several of the babies leap up and jump at you, but you're too quick for them. You find yourself outside, slamming the door. What the hell is going on up there? From the stairwell, Wade and the others are...
The strain's mutated. It's gone on to infect spiders as well. We don't know if it could have also jumped species to other animals.
You're kidding me, Caldwell says under his breath. Animals, you think like we were hearing dogs outside? Dogs? Who gives a fuck about dogs, man? Like those were fucking giant spiders. Alright, Shaggy, calm the fuck down. I don't mean to sound like Shaggy, it's just... Fuck, man. He said giant spider. Is that true? He's looking towards you and then looks towards Jameson.
Yeah, that's true. That thing was pretty wild. It seems to be carrying a bunch of other smaller spiders on top of it as well. It has like these breeding sacs that once punctured will burst and, well, it's not pretty.
He killed it with one burst. Jameson adds after. Freaky, but not deadly. You guys don't know that, Caldwell says. That thing didn't bite you. What if that has some sort of fucked up super venom? Well, that's why we're here to get to the fucking hospital, right? Get the antibodies. Get it taken care of. I'm guessing none of you lovely ladies found a key, right?
No.
We need those keys. If that room's not clear, we go back and check it. To go back in a room with 1,000 baby spiders. Not us, Juarez. But thank you for volunteering. I didn't volunteer to do it. Messerman, will you open the door for him? You're the one closest to it.
Sure, you got...
No, fuck you. Keep that door closed, man. I ain't going in there. Open the door for him, Jason. Your soldier's got a duty to perform. I'm not a soldier. Alright? I'm supposed to patch you guys up if someone gets hurt. I'm not here to fight. Then why do you have a gun? Or
you know what?
I don't have
Let's give the kid a break and, he doesn't need to be in the room for this. We got this.
Thank you for volunteering to cover him, Messerman.
I did just now.
Thanks for covering me. Juarez tells you.
Yeah, well, I figured I owed you one.
Door open. Flashlights sweeping from both of your weapons. The spiders rush about the babies, scurry away from the beam. Juarez's light falls to the spider. Fucking disgusting. Go inside. You got my back, right?
Yeah.
Juarez watching underneath every single bit of furniture, shelf, the desk with the child, the body, waiting for the spider to move again. Give me another perception check.
There we go.
You spot something. It's in the southwest corner of the room closest to the door. The door opens inward and obscures it. Perhaps that's why it wasn't spotted earlier when Jameson took that corner. Your flashlight comes upon a body. It seems to be a young woman. She's clinging to the wall covered in cobwebs, but you spot a key ring on her side.
Alright, well, that looks like it could be our ticket.
I don't think she's a... Right?
I'll put another round in her head. Nope, probably not. Not anymore, anyway.
Alright. Why don't you go ahead and grab it?
Yeah, I will.
I'll cover you from here. He's about 15 feet away from you.
Yeah, you just check the doors. Actually, you know what? Better yet, check the hole in the wall. Make sure nothing else comes out that way.
Yeah. Okay. He shines the flashlight at the hole, and there's nothing there. Thank you. You reach out with the key ring towards the body.
Mm-hmm.
You expect it to move. Expect it to shift. But it doesn't as you take the key ring and pull it free. Are we done in this fucking place, man?
Well, now we head back downstairs and see what are behind those doors.
Juarez closes the door as he's the last one out of it. You're back on the second stair balcony, overlooking the double doors, the busted woman, and the chandelier. You have the keys, Messerman?
Yep, here they are.
Alright. Back downstairs. Come here. He grabs Juarez by the back and pushes him forward. Your point, man, now. He shuffles down the stairs. Rhodes behind him. Jameson shakes his head, follows up. Kane. He's stayed in the background this entire time. Hasn't said a word. Wants to meld into whatever scenery there is. Brutish man looks over to you. Says nothing. Follows. You can tell he's uncomfortable with being noticed. And then Caldwell. You're gonna get us killed, he whispers to you.
I mean, who brings snipers to a CQC, right?
You talking about me or the fucking leader?
I'm talking about the leader. He's definitely got a chip on his shoulder.
You didn't seem that fazed by the whole spider ordeal.
No, you're right, he didn't.
You got mine back?
Yeah, we're in this together.
I'm not asking for any bullshit. The two of you are starting down the stairs. I'm interested in getting the fuck out of here, and I'm not talking about any sort of bullshit camaraderie. I watch your back, you watch mine. That's it. I just want to make sure someone's on my six when I'm not watching it.
Understood. I get the feeling.
Good. You two ladies want to hurry it up down there? Or up there? Yeah, sorry, just scoping it out and making sure everything's clear. Caldwell follows. A group of 6 in front of the door. The commander puts in his key, turns it, opens up the side passage, showing another dark hallway, this one composed entirely of wood. The 6 beams that flow down this path reveal a bunch of cobwebs, windows that are busted, and a body in the corner, also covered in webs. We move through and be done with it. Norco, lead. Rather piss glass. Do it. Fine. We end there.
Sure.
Six new people in this city. It's going to be interesting to see where they're coming. But for once, I don't have to pad out the runtime by giving my own little exit thing. JJCaustic, how are you feeling about your lovely commander?
I mean, honestly, I kind of like him. I think that he's definitely kind of a badass, and I like that he can fill that role because I would struggle with it. Like, the role play, I think, is challenging to get into the headset of like a, you know, mercenary soldier, like gun for hire. So having like all these other cast members who can like represent that is like pretty cool. And I appreciate like the amount of roleplay that you put into the game.
Oh, thank you. I hope that of all the people that you may emulate, that you would become most like Norco. He seems like the fun one so far, right?
Yeah, he is kind of the fun one. I do like him.
Oh,
yeah.
Hopefully he doesn't die in any coming episodes.
Oh, I'm sure that he will, but, you know, that's just part of the fun of it.
Yeah, part of the fun is watching people violently get ripped apart limb by fucking limb, leaving everyone covered in blood, gore, and just a little bit of urine. He seems like the type to piss himself.
Yeah,
but
he
on
does.
that,
I'm actually surprised he hasn't already.
I just haven't narrated it to save him some dignity. But on that, I thank you for being here, Caustic. I hope to see you soon for the continuation of this.
Yeah.
And I hope to actually finish the editing on the last video so that I can put this one up right next, right? Anyways, for those of you watching, I hope to see you in the next one. Until then, we'll be in other worlds.